Hi, hello everyone. Today's topic is content validity, part of a language testing course. Let's go to the slides. Okay, content validity is defined as the extent to which a language test measures the content of a syllabus, the skills of an ability, or the elements of a proficiency. So, it is how much your language test measures the content of a syllabus. So if you teach in a school and you have the syllabus of a lesson, then when you test the lesson, you have to make sure that your language test measures the content of the syllabus, the items being taught in the syllabus. If you test a skill, for example a writing skill, then your test should also measure the skills that are contained or that are comprised of in the writing ability. Yeah. So that's the basic definition. It's not very difficult to grasp. It is the extent to which a language test measures the content, and what is meant by the content here can refer to the content of the syllabus, the lessons there, or the skills of an ability, or the elements of a language proficiency. Yeah. So yes, this underlines what I have just said. Content can be lessons in a syllabus or sub-skills in an ability. Yeah. For example, as I have mentioned before, in writing ability we have active vocabulary. Active vocabulary is the sub-skill in writing, and therefore when you test writing, you have to make sure that your test also measures the knowledge of active vocabulary or the use of active vocabulary. If you test speaking, you have to make sure that your test measures pronunciation, because pronunciation is an element in a speaking proficiency. Okay, so I hope you got the idea now. Now let me present you with a sample of a syllabus. So you have here the lesson, and you have here the exercises that accompany the lesson of this syllabus. So the lesson contains the present simple, the past simple, the modal auxiliaries, and the prepositions. So these are the lessons that are taught to the students. The students have to learn these forms in the grammar class. And for present simple, this is the exercise that they do. He rides a train every Monday. Yeah. They are told to supply the correct form of the verb here. Yeah. In past simple, the exercise would look like this. The man helped us last year with analysis. Again, they are supposed to supply the correct form of past verb here. Yeah. In modal auxiliaries, they can donate money, they will cure the disease. They are expected to supply the correct form of modal auxiliaries. Yeah. And the prepositions, the exercise looks like this. The car was beside the train, the plane flies over the building. Yeah. Again, they are supposed, or they have to learn how each preposition here is followed by a noun. Yeah. Beside is followed by the train, the noun. Over as a preposition is followed by the building as the noun. Okay, so these are the lesson in a syllabus. Yeah. Now, if you want to make a test of that syllabus, then you have to make sure that the content of your test or your test items measure all of the lessons that are taught or that are presented in the syllabus. Now, for example, this is a test, yeah, and the test contains phrasal verbs, gerund, vocabulary. Now, what can we say about the content validity of this kind of test? Yes, the test above does not, does not have content validity because it measures some items which are not contained in the previous syllabus. You can see that the content of the test is like this. The test measures mastery of phrasal verbs. The test measures mastery of gerund. The test contains some items of vocabulary, all of which are not contained in the previous syllabus here. See, this is the previous syllabus. You have the lessons, present simple, past simple, modal auxiliaries, prepositions. So they do not match. The content of the test here does not match the content of the syllabus, and therefore the test does not have content validity, because it measures some items which the syllabus does not teach, some items which are not contained in the syllabus. So again, this kind of test does not have content validity, or you can say it has a very low content validity. Okay, now what about this test? Now this other test measures present simple tense, past simple tense, modal auxiliaries, and prepositions. Now this one does have content validity because it measures some items which are taught in the previous syllabus. See, the content of the test is like this: present simple tense, past simple tense, modal auxiliaries, and prepositions. And you can match this against the content of the syllabus here. It contains present simple, past simple, modal auxiliaries, and prepositions. So they represent the content, right? The contents are just the same. The content of the syllabus and the content of the test is just the same. So in conclusion, we can draw a conclusion that the content of this test does have content validity. This test does have content validity because it measures some items which are also taught in the syllabus. Okay, so now you get the idea of a test which does not have content validity and the test which has content validity, right? Okay, so in conclusion, in order to have content validity, make sure that your test measures the content of the syllabus that it refers to, or at least that your test items represent the content of the syllabus. By represent, I mean the items in your test should more or less be similar to the content of the syllabus. If the content of the syllabus consists of 4 lessons, then your test should measure at least 2 or 3 items. That is what is meant by represent. But if the content of the syllabus is 5 items or 5 lessons, and your test contains only 1 item of the 5, then your test has low content validity because it does not represent the content of the syllabus. Okay, so is that clear for you? I hope so. So in the assignment in the next slide, learn the content of the syllabus for a while. I'm going to present you with a syllabus and you can have a look at it. You can learn the content of the syllabus and then create a simple test of that syllabus which has content validity. Okay, I'm going to show you the content of the syllabus now. Here it is. So you have a syllabus in a school. There are some lessons, vocabulary, and main idea, and important grammar patterns. Now this is part of a reading lesson. In a reading lesson, students are taught the vocabulary, students are taught how to find the main idea, and students are taught how to derive meaning from some grammatical patterns. Here you can see the activities. Students read a text and find the meaning of some new words. And the exercise they have to do is like this. The meaning of the word coal is what? They have to fill out this with the right meaning. And then in the main idea, students read a text and find the main ideas of each paragraph. And the exercise goes like this. So if there is a paragraph or there are some paragraphs, and then they are told to find the main idea of the first paragraph, and the second paragraph, and the third paragraph, and so on and so on. And then in the important grammar patterns, they have to learn some grammar patterns and also their meaning. And later they'll have to do the exercise like this. What does the sentence, "the game related to violence is bad," mean? So they have to look at this pattern, and then they have to determine the meaning of this particular pattern. Okay, so this is the lesson in a syllabus of a reading comprehension lesson, and your task is to create test items which have content validity. Okay, so we are going to discuss your answer when we meet face to face in person, or when we meet online on the Microsoft Teams or on the Moodle. But now think about the assignment and spend a few hours to finish it. Okay, that's it, I think. Thank you for listening, and have a good day. See you in the next episode.